Has a new coronavirus variant made you more cautious?
A little bit, because I don't know enough, maybe. And it seems to maybe even possibly multiple variants in different countries. So, yeah, that definitely makes me a little bit nervous. Yeah.
A little bit, but I'm hoping that the vaccine can be altered or things added so that they can get some control over that as well.
Somewhat, but from what they're saying, that just because it's a variant doesn't mean that the vaccine that we have now will not deal with that variant. And that's still up in the air, but it seems to be on the side that what we're doing now will deal with it if we get the vaccine in time.
Yeah, that's very concerning. Just because it's more infectious, the spread is easier. So if it came here, our systems could be overwhelmed very quickly. So far, we don't seem to have the variant in PEI. We haven't had any cases yet that we're aware of. So fingers crossed.
A little bit, you know, I have questions like is the vaccine going to work for the new variants? And there's just a lot of unknowns in this whole situation. So it is a little concerning, you know.
Not really. I don't really know enough about the science of what the variants are. So I knew from the outset that there could be mutations, and so what that would mean, it's hard to know. Are they going to be worse than or easier to deal with? I don't think we know enough about that at this point.
I think that it can make people really nervous to hear that there's a new variant, but I think that we have to remember that it's the same problem. It's just something that might be more contagious. So we just need to continue to be aware and just need to continue to maintain those safety things that are implemented for everybody. And I think that as long as you do that, we can still be A-okay. We don't have to rock the boat. So
no, we've been quite cautious. There's going to be one variant and there'll be more variants. There'll be thousands of variants. So I can't get too uptight about that.
You're pretty confident that the vaccine will handle it?
Well, if it doesn't, I still can't get too freaked out about it, right?
Yeah. And yourself, a similar question. Has the new variant made you more concerned? Has it changed?
No, it's a virus. They're going to keep changing and mutating. As long as your body is prepared to receive it and your system is healthy. Yes, the vaccine, but more than the vaccine also is your own capacity of defense.
Hasn't really changed anything for me personally. I work from home. I don't really leave the house apart from to get groceries or to go for a walk. And so really since March, I haven't really changed how I've been living. I haven't been into the office in almost a year. And so with this new variant, I definitely do hope people are being more cautious, but for me personally, my life hasn't really changed that much.
Not really. I'm aware of them. I think, as long as the health departments and the scientists are on top of it and they kind of inform the population that this is what's going on, and everyone kind of keeps doing their part, does the social distancing, does the masks thing, hopefully it'll be okay.
And your thoughts?
Well, when I first read about it, especially in media outlets, it kind of worried me a little. But then I, thought about other diseases in the past that, there's always a variant and it affects people differently. So I got to think about maybe from past stuff that has happened before, maybe we can learn from that and see if that can be something that there's something that we can do about it. And yeah, I just hope things get better soon, for sure.
Honestly, no, because I saw a study that showed that it's just as effective, the vaccine against the new variant. So I'm honestly not worried about it, no.
I was kind of anticipating this when I read about it, about viruses, how they work. It was just a matter of time that this was going to happen. I would imagine that some variations will be more dangerous than others, that they will spread more quickly, faster. So in general, I wasn't surprised, but I'm actually surprised that they have not been that bad. Apparently they just spread faster, but not necessarily more dangerous.
No, I mean, variants are a part of virology, so you kind of have to expect that to happen. It hasn't changed my routines at all. I've been basically isolated for the last couple months, so basically standard issue, continue isolation until vaccine rollout is fully completed.
Yeah, it's scary like seeing on the news that it's in Vancouver, but I'm actually not as scared because I feel like it's just like I've gone this long without even catching the virus. So I should be, but I think people are a little like numb to it now, I feel like.